Timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Pelicans making a change here. Scott's checked in. Chicago making some changes. Here's Williamson. To Irving. Harrison grabs the board.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Inside, there's Sabonis, and it's all evened up.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Now, here is Irving. He's got 7. Scott the pass to Irving. There's
Yes! And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Harrison following the score by New Orleans. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. That one good for 2. Banchero's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Irving can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Richardson the pass to Harrison. Double team Sabonis. Pass to Schrempf. 3-pointer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And Detlef is one of the best at filling it up from deep. Just possesses great height and that high release point.
Outside Irving. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And here's a look at some numbers for Williams. Last season, he played outstanding and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. And the first one drops. Both free throws good for Irving. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. for three. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Lucas. Here is Daniels. Over Richardson. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Lucas. And the Pelicans lead by 1. Chicago has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. It's Schrempf on the wing. Now Banchero, defended by Lucas. And it's Banchero missing. Pelicans shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instant.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Scott against Richardson. Scott dishes to Daniels. There's the pick. Williamson kicks to Lucas. 4 on the clock. Here's Scott. Lays it up and banks it in. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Lucas against Banchero. Over Lucas. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. New Orleans in the lead. Williamson outside. Here's Daniels. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
15 foul. At the line for 1, Mel Daniels.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Daniels. Bulls trail by 4. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Plenty of space. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And so here is New Orleans after the Bulls pick up 2. Richardson against Davis. Richardson the pass to Schrempf. Pass to Harrison. It's tipped. Now here's Davis. He has 7. Oh, good on the triple. To the inside. Sabonis goes up and lays it nice and easy. Sabonis has got it all tied up now for Chicago. It's a tie game in New Orleans. And we'll be back right after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from the Pelicans, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. You've got Williamson. Davis is out there with Scott. And it's Sigma in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Outside, Scott. Back to Davis. Here's the three. Drills it from outside. Davis has got 10 points. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
A while back in fourth start, that's for sure.
Thompson sets the pick for Doncic. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And we play through the first minute here in the second. Doncic passes to Thompson. A floater. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
These guys are looking forward to this year now, putting last season behind them.
Now, here is Weber. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
One of the greatest shooters we've ever seen. Thompson is also a proven winner and champion.
Moncrief, he's checked in for Scott. Edwards has come in for the Bulls. And so Thompson nails both of them.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Pass to Wicks. Doncic against Davis. Moncrief El Cid with it. Rejected by Randolph. Here's Doncic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And he knocks down the first one.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
And so he hits both. So it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Pelicans. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Edwards against Moncrief. Randolph, a screen on Moncrief. For 3, Edwards. And it's Randolph with the jam.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Williamson finds Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Davis has got 12.
And he's a shoot-first kind of player. And when Davis is on, well, he keeps after it on offense.
Moncrief against Edwards. Back to Doncic. Doncic very comfortable down low.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Williamson, the pass to Davis. Fires the three. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Chicago leading by 3. Doncic outside. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Thompson dishes to Randolph. Over Sigma. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And that's now 6 points for Flash. Pass to Wick. Back to Moncrief. A special move before the shot. Moncrief's got his second basket of the night.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Outside Edwards. Randolph, a screen on Moncrief to the middle. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Baron Davis picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Chicago, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. No good on the free throw.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Lucas is checked in for New Orleans. Good on the second free throw. Now Davis. He's got 12. Down low. Here's Sigma. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Weber.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line.
For your Pelicans, Jack Sigma taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now, here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far.
And it's so hard to take away the 3 from Doncic. He needs very little space, and if you press up on him, he'll go right around you.
Williamson against Thompson. Williamson kicks to Davis. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Randolph. Weber looking around. Outside Randolph. Here's the lob to Randolph. And it's Randolph with the jam.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Here's Davis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Irving's checked in for Williamson. And that one falls for Davis.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Doncic kicks to Randall. Thompson against Irving. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here is Davis. 15 points in the game. On the wing, Irving. Edwards defending. Just 5 on the clock. Lucas, that's good.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Pelicans making a switch here. Scott's checked in. And Simmons, he's checked in for the Bulls. Hill comes in for Klay Thompson.
One more time for your Pelicans. Make some noise.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Chicago. Outside Randolph. Pass to Gill. Simmons on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Love to see this commitment from Simmons, taking it to the defense on the inside.
For Chicago, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
That free throw, no good.
And for Simmons, everyone in the league agrees that the talent is there. It comes down to the health and being in the right situation.
And he's good on the second. And so here is New Orleans. Outside, Scott. Pass to Irving. Here is Sigma. He's covered by Randolph. On the wing, Doncic. Launches it. Here's Randolph. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Irving against Edwards. Outside Irving. Over Edwards. That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Irving.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the block. The shot is good off the backboard.
Assisted.
13 points for Flash.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Outside Irving. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Randolph, a screen on Irving. Outside for Simmons. Randolph, a screen. Simmons, the bounce pass. He gets that one. 15 points for Flash.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Scott, the pass to Sigma. New Orleans moving the ball around. On its way from Irving for 2. Rebound by the Bulls. Randolph's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Doncic finds Randolph. Driving the lane. And he converts the layup. Randolph's got 17 now.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here's Scott. To the paint. Stolen by Randolph. Pass to Doncic. The shot, no good. Nice D from Scott. Pelicans trail by 6. Here is Sigma. Outside Irving. And here's Moncrief. And the layup's good off the glass. Moncrief's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Doncic looking it over. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randolph. Just 5 to shoot. Count that bucket. And that's 19 points for Flash.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Scott kicks to Lucas. 1:16 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Irving. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped them from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
The Bulls leading by 6. Edwards passes to Doncic. The 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
7-second difference, shot game clock, and Simmons slams it in.
So often Simmons is the one making the pass. This time, he's on the finishing end.
Irving up top. Edwards defending. And Moncrief gets it to go. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Scott against Doncic. Pass to Randolph. Over Sigma. Off target with the jump hook. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's Chicago up by 6. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Chicago Bulls.
I like their follow-through on the offensive end, not taking the shots and walking away. They're hunting for those second-chance opportunities there, Shaq.
And turning those opportunities into points that they need.
And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
Talk about an unselfish superstar. Klay Thompson with great individual traits, but he's all about the team. He could force things, but instead he chooses to pick his spots, and he gets the points in the flow of the offense.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Flash has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
The Bulls leading by 6. So for Chicago right now, Klay Thompson is out there with Weber. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Randolph in at the 5.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And I like that they're not settling, hitting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck, the breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Doncic with a strong move inside.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Thompson against Irving. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Edwards. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Out to the right wing. Weber outside. Back to Doncic. A 3 ball. And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash. That's foul number 2 for him.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
3 points.
Pelicans trail by 11. And here is Davis. 15 points in the game. Daniels dishes to Irving. With the drive. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, and consistency is the name of the game for Moncrief. Anytime you play him, you're in for a night of all-around basketball.
The Pelicans have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And he makes the first. Moncrief hits them both. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randolph. Back to Edwards. Takes the three. Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here's the list of players who had the most steals in the NBA last season. 5th is Luka Doncic.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Davis, rejected by Randolph.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And the Pelicans miss again.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Here's Thompson. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Irving. Pass to Moncrief. Here's Daniels, guarded by Weber. It's Davis with the drive. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got 17 now.
And Davis is fantastic at cutting into the lane. Such a confident offensive player.
Edwards finds Doncic. Over Davis. Doncic, no good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. That's short off the rim.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Edwards inside. Moncrief defending. Edwards against Moncrief. It's Edwards on the wing. 12 points for him. Count the basket.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Now here is Moncrief. It's a 14-point game. Davis against Doncic. And Davis can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Weber can't hit. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Here's Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And Billy Donovan decides to call.
Let's keep it going.
Chicago making a switch here. Barrett's checked in.
Bull substitution, number 9, R.J. Barrett.
Bulls leading by 12. Takes the 13-footer, and again, no good by Chicago. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you can see the respect that the defense has for Davis's jumper. They just got a little too aggressive on that contest.
Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Bulls leading by 11. Thompson from long range. Thompson with the 3.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 30.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And not one to back down from a challenge. Weber takes it right to the defense there and gets the finish.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
And the first one at the line is good. And the NBA last season, Richard, really emphasizing it's an 82-game league. And I know you love that.
Oh, that is my favorite thing. I was taught by the legends of the game that you go out there and play every single night that you can. At some point in time, the sports and science team realized that it is very difficult to be a professional. But I stand by. 82 games is an achievement that very few can achieve now.
Here's Davis. 20 points for him. Pass to Daniel. Irving against Edwards. Irving kicks to Williamson. On the wing, Daniels. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Edwards. Doncic dishes to Randolph. Now Weber. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jerry Lucas. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
Shooting for Chicago, Chris Webber. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Weber. It's checked in for Chicago. Hill comes in for Edwards. Weber hits them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Here's Irving. 15 points in the game. Pass to Sigma. Doncic against Davis. Misses from close range. The Bulls leading by 18. It's Barrett on the wing. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
For 3.
Doncic has got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Go home, New Orleans. It's that time of the game, everybody. Get loud right now for more consistency.
Here's Williamson. Nothing on the board. Back to Davis. Shot to stop the run. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Richardson. Outside, Barrett. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Back to Barrett. From deep. It's hauled in by Sigma. Sigma's got his 4th rebound in this one. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
On the clock, Davis. Good work defensively by Richardson.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Pass to Sabonis. Now here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 5 now.
At 6'10", Simmons knows he has the height needed to score inside. He just has to finish strong.
Irving, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season. To points. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Bulls leading by 21. Banchero is pass to Banchero. Driving to the basket. It's deflected. Davis with it. 22 points for him. Williamson outside. Lock at 6. Down low. Sigma with the bucket. Sigma's got his second bucket tonight.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Here's Harrison. Banchero with the screen. Here's Harrison, covered by Irving, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Chicago, Paul Arizin. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Scotty's checked in for the Pelicans. And so he makes both from the line. Pelicans trail by 21. Now here is Davis. Here's Williamson. Can't hit the free throw line jump. It's Richardson on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Richardson against Irving. Richardson the pass to Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Here's Banchero. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist from Banchero. Banchero's 4 assists now tonight. The Pelicans shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Irving with a clean look. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more. Mid-range. He has the touch to be an effective scorer from there.
Here's Irving. Scott with the ball. Outside, Davis. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Pass to Banchero. Back to Richardson. Got a piece of it. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. It's sent back down by Simmons.
The length. Simmons just overpowering with that reach.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Moncrief.
16 seconds left in the third.
Bulls foul. Paul Arizin. First personal foul. Third team foul.
$11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Williamson left side. With 1 on the clock. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Here's Moncrief. And so it's Chicago, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Lucas. Moncrief is out there with Scott. Then there's Williamson. And it's Sigma in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And here is Doncic after Zion Williamson made that last three-pointer. Over in the corner, Edwards. And it's Moncrief with the rebound. Moncrief's got his 5th rebound in this one. Over in the corner, Williamson. Williamson double team. Pass to Lucas. Here's Moncrief. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Doncic, bounce pass. Edwards inside. Moncrief's defending. Edwards can't hit. Pelicans trail by 17. Williamson outside. To the inside. Lucas. And Lucas slams it in.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
Thompson outside. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Here's Doncic. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 21 points for Luka Doncic. Williamson outside. Pass to Moncrief. Jacks up a 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Weber's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Doncic outside. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
For the Bulls, Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. New Orleans making a switch here. He doesn't get the second one. Pelicans trail by 18. Now Moncrief. Pass to Wicks. Now here's Williamson. He's covered by Thompson. And it's Williamson missing. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. To the middle, here's Randolph. And Randolph slams it in.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Davis against Doncic. Right side Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Elbow shot is on the way. Randolph grabs the board. Randolph's got his 16th rebound on the night. Doncic finds Randolph. Wrap her outside. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Doncic against Davis. Outside, Randolph. Fires away from way outside. Pelicans trail by 20. Williamson outside. Pass to Wicks. Here's Williamson. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Right, you got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
And another turnover here by New Orleans. And the Pelicans making a change here. Daniels is checked in.
Number 34, Mel Daniels.
Bulls leading. Doncic against Davis. Pass to Moncrief. On the wing, Daniels. Williamson outside. Now Moncrief. Shot clock at 6. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And here's Davis for 3. Offensive rebound in the corner. Daniels. Moncrief against Edwards. Here's Davis. And he uses the glass on the layup. Davis has got 24.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Doncic kicks to Randolph. Thompson passes to Randolph. Over Sigma. Nice shot by Randolph. He's got 23.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Moncrief against Edwards. And here's Moncrief. Right side, Davis. Shoots over Doncic. And it's Davis missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's Edwards on the wing. Moncrief defending. The 3 for Doncic. Here's Randolph. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Sigma's got 7 rebounds in the game. Moncrief up top. Edwards defending. Here's Daniels. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Doncic outside. Pass to Randolph. And it's Randolph with the jam.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now, here is Davis. Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. So every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future and also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
And the first one drops. Lucas is checked in for New Orleans. Irving comes in for Zion Williamson. And he makes both free throws. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Doncic. Fires the 3. That's tipped. And they'll get another chance. Moncrief against Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And he gets the bucket. Randolph's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
New Orleans has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now here's Irving. Stolen by Randolph. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Knocks it loose, and it's stolen by Moncrief. Pass to Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Weber. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
And he makes the first. Daniels is checked in for New Orleans. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Chicago leading by 22. Thompson outside. Cans it from downtown.
And this is Thompson's shot, one of the most gifted outside shooter the NBA, the world has ever seen.
Pass to Daniels. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis with it. Back to Moncrief. Stolen by Randolph. It's 2-on-1. Thompson from long range. Lucas with the rebound. Lucas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Davis against Doncic. Davis, the pass to Irving. Over Thompson. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Baron Davis picks one up. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Here's Davis, rejected by Randolph. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Randolph. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Irving, and Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Edwards kicks to Thompson. From outside, off the mark. The Pelicans have gone only 6 of 14 to the field in the fourth. Here's Irving. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Irving's got 19 points.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
To the inside, and then Randolph slams it in.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here is Davis. Daniels dishes to Irving. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Randolph, a screen on Moncrief. Weber outside. Doncic against Davis. And it's rebounded by Dr. J, Julius Irving. Irving's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Edwards against Moncrief. Back to Irving. Outside, Davis. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point land, Chris Webber comes up with a rebound. Weber's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Flash.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away.
And so here is Chicago. Edwards looking it over. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Flash.
Up next, the Bucks take it on the Bulls. For Milwaukee, a loss in their opening game. They're laser focused now on winning that first one tonight. Bulls, Bucks is coming up next, and we'll be right back. Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And the upcoming schedule for Milwaukee. On Sunday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn, where they'll take on the Nets. Then on Monday, they're off to Boston to face off with the Celtics.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Luka Doncic. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Randolph in at the 5 spot. And for the Bucks, they've got Russell Westbrook, and it's Kemp in at power forward. And this early in the season, there are still so many unknowns, Grant.
You're right. You learn a little about each team in the preseason. But once the games count, things really start coming into focus.
Pass to Randolph. Shoots. Parrish with a rebound. Here's Drexler, guarded by Edwards. Offensive rebound. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You know, Drexler's game is just so smooth and potent. Runs the floor beautifully, shoots the ball with tremendous confidence, and plays like a guy who can't be stopped.
The first one falls. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Both good from the line that time.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Here are the Bulls with the ball. Pass to Weber. Back to Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Bucks. Here's Drexler. Parrish, the pass to Westbrook. And he drops it in from the low post.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Outside Edwards. Throws it up high. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Ward. Drops in the layup for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Edwards. Coming in off a 14-point game last time out. Back to Doncic. Counted.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Ward. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Knocks it down from distance. Westbrook's got 5 points.
You know, so often we see Westbrook with the ball driving or pulling up off the dribble. He can catch and shoot it just as well.
Here's Randolph. Coming off a 31-point game. Here's Weber. Parrish with a rebound. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Westbrook against Doncic. Here's Ward, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. Second, Luka Doncic.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Weber passes to Edwards. And here is Thompson. They set the pick. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got it. He's got 6.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
And he makes it.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And so here is Chicago. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Bucks leading by 6. It's stolen by Doncic. Pass to Thompson. Doncic outside. Down low. Here's Randolph. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And here is Thompson. Still without a bucket. Count it.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Now here's Edwards. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
Yeah, I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
They throw good, Edwards. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who saw...
Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Thompson outside. And he buries buries his first look.
You know, sometimes you forget about how big Clay is as a guard. I mean, he can take a hit and still finish shots down low.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Jones, he's checked in for Milwaukee. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Ward, defended by Thompson. Here's Drexler. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. Chicago trailing here. Outside Edwards. Back to Doncic. Here's the pick. Shot clock at 6. Rebound, Milwaukee. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
And they were the odds-on favorite in this matchup last year, but actually lost the season series.
Yeah, and for them, that was a bit embarrassing. So expect them to come back with a point to prove tonight.
Bulls trail by 4. Now Edwards. To the inside. Randolph. Great positioning on the putback.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Doncic against Westbrook. Pass to Drexler. Here's Ward. Second chance shot, and the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Close games often come down to who makes the big plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 4-point game. Pass to Randolph. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Randolph. Parrish with a rebound. All right, let's go to Allie LaForce now, who spoke with Doc Rivers.
I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Pass to Drexler. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. And they caused a lot of headaches with their on-ball defense. They cracked the top 10 in team steals. More than a few games changed because of their aggressive D.
They took care of the ball, stayed in control. It was very hard to turn them over. No good on the free throw. A line change here for Chicago. Good on the second one. Bulls trail by 3. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Get ready, everyone, to see yourself on the screen and show us your best move. Let's go!
Making a switch here. All right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. The 4th spot held by the Bucks.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Richardson, the pass to Harrison. Here's Shrimp. It's tipped. And they're on the break. Here's Ward. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
And Carroll no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Parrish, and out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
Here's Harrison. And they get it back. Here's Ward, guarded by Richardson. Here's Ward. He's got 12. Doesn't go there. Now he's 6 for 9. Here's Shrimp, pounded by Westbrook. Shrimp passes to Sabonis. The kick out to Richardson. Nails it from 3.
Boy, I tell you what, when Richardson is making these shots, it really opens up the floor.
Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Ward. And he banks in the layup. Ward's got 14 points.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Carroll the screen. Here's Harrison. Pass to Shrimp. Here's Harrison. Just 5 on the clock. Francis grabs the board.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Jones. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Pass to Banchero. Jones grabs the board.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Westbrook. No good. Tight defense there. Bothered that shot. Bulls trail by 6. A minute 31 left in the first quarter here. Banchero against Jones. Banchero left side. And the layup is good off the glass.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Westbrook, the pass to Jones. To the middle. Here's Ward. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Banchero against Jones. Banchero outside. Takes a 13-footer. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Ward's got 4 rebounds in the game. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Banchero. Westbrook can't hit.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Shrimp passes to Arizin. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. The 3 from Banchero. Banchero missing again.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's Ward. Off target at the rim. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back after this word. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Milwaukee leading by 6. We've got Jared Allen, and it's Oladipo in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And yep, it's good. Francis has gotten his first bucket of the night. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. Physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. That one's no good.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Guys, that's been the key to their league. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
He's made 3 or 4 free throw attempts in this game. And the free throw, no good. Bulls trail by 9. Doncic outside. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Francis can't get it to go. And for the Bulls, they're shooting the ball at 48% so far. Doncic against Jones. Doncic right side. Over Jones. Doncic shot is good. Doncic has got 10.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Allen outside. Pass to Francis. Oh, powered down with both hands.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Last season, Doc Rivers experienced with star-laden rosters. He said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Yeah, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. Harrison, pass to Doncic.
This is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Edwards, he's checked in for Chicago. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. Daniel Gafford on top.
Pinpoint accuracy.
Game.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Here's Edwards.
The guy is athletic and can really move.
Pass to Allen. And he lobs it up to the rim. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
You know, the alley-oop is a two-part play, folks. It takes a great pass, but it's much easier to execute the pass when you're throwing it to Clyde Drexler. The glide, getting up and down.
And here's Thompson for 3.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Francis. And here's Allen. Here's Francis, guarded by Doncic. Francis, pass to Allen. Snatched away. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Oh, Edwards finishes the break.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition, has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special, and the thing about the 7-1, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
He takes it in. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got 6 rebounds in the game. Thompson outside. Over Jones. Jones with the block. Pass to Drexler. Here's Francis. Here's Drexler. He's got 11. The layup misses. It's Edwards on the wing. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Him to make them too.
Pass to Thompson. Now here's Edwards. Here's Allen. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And, you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Allen.
I like that Allen plays with attitude. He's got a competitive streak, and it blends so well with his natural athletic ability.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Trailing by 5. Pass to Weber. Doncic against Westbrook. And here's Thompson for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Drexler. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Much respect for the bounce of Drexler. I mean, this guy knows how to get up and throw it down with flair.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Teams deciding to change it up. Pass to Gill. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's the break. Here's Westbrook. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Doncic.
Boy, that raw explosiveness of Westbrook fully on display there. When he sees the lane, he gets to it hard and fast.
And the first one at the line is good.
Westbrook continues to pile up incredible numbers. I mean, his intensity.
And so Westbrook nails both of them.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
Outside Simmons. Back to Doncic. Doncic punches it home.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy.
It's them going.
Pass to Ward. And stolen by Edwards. Bounce now. Westbrook against Simmons. Floats one up. Good D by Simmons. The Bulls trail by 7. The shot no good. Jones with some nice D. The Bucks have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Edwards with it. Give him 8. Edwards, no problem with the... Here's Ward, guarded by Edwards. From 11 feet away, that one's wide left. Chicago's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Ward passes to Westbrook. Here's Francis.
To jam it home.
Outside Simmons. Pass to Gill. Francis grabs the board. Milwaukee leading by 9. Here's Ward. His last outing he had 20. The shot by Ward, no good. Chicago shooting a solid 50% throughout the second. Doncic on the wing. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Randolph's got 10 points in the game. The Bucks shooting 53. They set the pick. Quarter. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. 9-point game. Pass to Randolph. From 9 feet out. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
You know, Ben Simmons can make spectacular passes, but he doesn't need to be flashy. He's all about helping his teammates get easy back.
Edwards. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. Chicago with a rebound. Randolph's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
The putback. The shot won't fall.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding, especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead. I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Both teams will make substitutions. .59 seconds left in the second quarter. Richardson, the pass to Shrimp. Outside Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Here's Drexler. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. Drexler's got 10 points now, just in this quarter. Westbrook against Richardson. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Clock at 6. Pass to Shrimp. From deep, here's Simmons. Knocks down the triple. Simmons has got 5 points. Here's Ward. Puts up a deep 3. It's good! It counts at the buzzer!
Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer. Woo. That's an impossible shot, man. Even when you don't have the clock. got to worry about.
And so it's Milwaukee closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. You guys came out aggressive in the first half. What stood out to you?
You know, we're getting to the paint, making plays.
Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot. So sorry. Give it up for our contestant.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business.
Visual traits, but he's all about the team. He could force things, but instead he chooses to pick his spots, and he gets the points in the flow of the offense.
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Chicago Bulls.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. The Bucks leading by 7. And for Chicago, let's take a look. Edwards out there. Good D by Doncic. Chicago has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Weber. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Clark, when you guys been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old, there's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that, what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Offensive board. Randolph. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. Randolph's got 14.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
Here's Edwards. That one falls. Great setup. Here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Dialing back the clock right there. When Russ is pulling off moves like this.
Ward. The Bucks leading by 7. Pass to Ward. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Fader on the way, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Ward's got 25 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence as far as he can take it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. attack the glass was absolutely infectious, finishing in the top 10 in total rebounding in the league. And when you look at their scoring numbers from last season, this was a team that always got it done on that end of the floor. Back to Doncic. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes.
To prove. Well, I'll tell you what, he's proving plenty tonight.
Here's Ward. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
I'll tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Bulls trail by 10. Outside Edwards. Back to Doncic. To the inside. Out to Thompson. Sinks the tray. Give him 8.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Pass to Ward from the arc. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Now here's Doncic. 16 points for him. Another 3 for Chicago. Here's Drexler. 15 points in the game. Pass to Parrish. Shot clock at 6. Fades and shoots. Chicago with a rebound. Randolph's got 11 rebounds in the game. Doncic with it. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, there's time for Luka to make a shot.
Here's Ward, defended by Thompson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping the ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
The first free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Bulls trail by 3. To the paint. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Here's Ward, defended by Thompson. The shot by Ward, no good. The Bulls on offense. They're on a 12-4 run.
Weber.
And we...
Randolph
Here's the group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. 5th on the list, Luka Doncic.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
And it's Westbrook with the ball for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. Pass to Ward. Yep, count it. Ward's got 31.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win and reach, don't expect him to let up.
Doncic passes to down. Parrish has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Ward. And he lobs it up.
Kemp, such an exciting player, especially on these alley-oops.
And so here is Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Barrett passes to Weber. And here's Thompson for 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Thompson's got 6 here in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Ward. Up and in on the layup. Ward's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Weber passes to Barrett. Doncic on the wing. Over Westbrook. And Doncic the bucket on the assist by Barrett. Doncic has got 23. The Bucks have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Pass to Kemp. Back to Westbrook. Not going to go that time. Good D by Doncic. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Luka. Soft touch off the glass. And now a 3-pointer. And it's Chicago with a board. Parrish with a rebound. Milwaukee's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Here's Westbrook. The 15-footer is good. Westbrook's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, it looks to me like he can get this shot anytime he wants. I mean, so confident, so poised, always under control.
Here's Weber. 6 points for him. They get it back. Randolph misses. The Bucks have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter. 8 of 16. Pass to Drexler. And rejected. Here's Weber. And here's Thompson for 3. Corner 3, pure from Thompson.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the 3-point line this half.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Here's Allen. Drexler passes to Ward. Chicago with a rebound. Randolph's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Blocked! Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
Arvidas Simone, Ben Simmons, Michael Ray Richardson.
Here's Drexler. 15 points in the game. The fadeaway. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Drexler's got 17.
You can just see how comfortable Drexler is in the mid-range area. He's got a really good touch for these shots.
Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. .146 left in the third quarter. And there's a pick. Here's Arizin. He's guarded by Oladipo. Arizin misses. Oladipo against Richardson. Pass to Jones. Here's Drexler. Here's Allen. On the money with a shot from the left block. And now just a 1-point Chicago lead.
Boy, good touch inside. I mean, Allen does have a nice looking shot, but he's really at home near the hoop.
And here's Banchero. Five to shoot. The three ball. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt. And guys, that's exactly the kind of high impact defense they want to see out of him.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. And he goes. Here's Arizin. He's guarded by Oladipo. Pass to Shrimp. Outside Richardson. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Here's Sabonis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Bulls lead by 1. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Here's Arizin. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Oh, what a performance. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
They've got Russell Westbrook, and it's Allen in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. There's a screen to the inside. Randall. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
Shooting for Chicago, Randolph at the line for 1.
So it's Milwaukee now, trailing by 4. Doncic against Westbrook. Allen with a screen on Doncic. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Doncic on the wing. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. 3 on none, no one back for the finish. And Westbrook slams it home.
That is really where Russell Westbrook excels, in transition with that great speed of his.
Pass to Weber. Doncic outside. A deep three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Doncic has got 28 points for the game. Westbrook taking his time here. There's the three. He drops it from range.
Always competing. Westbrook clapping back with the three of his own.
Doncic passes to Weber. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And it's Doncic missing. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Count the basket and the foul. Klay Thompson picks one up.
Jones knows what he's doing inside. So polished in there. Efficiency epitomized.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That's good from Jones.
Boy, the work ethic of Jones.
Thompson outside. Shot from the top of the key. Francis grabs the board. Francis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And he's going for the oop here.
This is what fans enjoy seeing from Shawn Kemp. This big man is a major league dunk artist.
Here's Weber. It's Edwards on the wing. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Westbrook against Doncic. Westbrook, the pass to Francis. Now Allen from the wing. Klay Thompson pulls down the board. To the middle. It's stolen.
Defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind the layup. Come on now.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And the Bucks making a change here.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Line the lane.
At the line for Milwaukee.
Good shot.
Westbrook. Shooting 1.
And that one falls for Westbrook. And so here is Chicago. Thompson outside. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Randolph. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc. Randolph's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, Weber doing a nice job passing the ball. Seems to know whenever one of his guys is open. That's extra talent there.
Tries it from 19. Westbrook, that's good. Westbrook's got 25 points in the game.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And it's Doncic missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Francis, the pass to Westbrook. Here's Kemp to the left side wing. And there's the screen. Francis can't get it to go. The Bulls trail by 3. Here's Weber. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And this is where Weber really eats. Excellent job drawing the foul inside.
Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And, you know, Webber's versatility really stands out. I mean, he's a big man that can pass, rebound, and score in a lot of ways.
And he sinks the second.
They've got to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
The Bucks have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Ward passes to Francis. Here's Ward.